route is long, sacrifices are a lot. Yesterday we spoke to Sanjana Singh, 1500, 5000, comes from a humble background in Rohtak. And look at the way she ran, 1500, 5000.
Sanjana, when I saw her, she looks like a boy is running.
Absolutely.
She's floating, and especially when you look at her finishing kick. I mean, she's like a sprinting 5,000 meter and 1500 meter, and that is where we decide the winners. And here we are ready for the start of women's 10,000 meter
So the
final.
So the record here, Y Kumari at Colombo, 38 minutes 04.48. The SAF all-time, that means the SAF athlete doing the best, is none other than Prija Sridharan at Guangzhou, 31 minutes 50.47. So we've got half an hour to chat about out here. You were making a point.
Yes, Sanjana Singh, when we look at her style of running and her aggression in the last finishing stage, she is surprising. And here the women's 10,000 meter in progress, where the 25 laps they have to cover. 224 is the initial leader. Uh, 224 Santoshi. Yesterday I had Milind. I had chat with her at breakfast time. She's represented Nepal in Paris Olympics in full marathon, and she was in Elite Indian. She was at 2 in the Pro Cam Marathon Delhi. So she has a bright potential, and she was just asking, I'm not getting some support from. This is I think this is the state of affair for many of the athletes.
So that's another discussion, of course, which we will have off the mic out here. But you just mentioned this girl, an Olympian. Go back to the men's. Rajan, who won a silver. Rajan Rokaya, who won a silver. So Nepal, high altitude. I was talking to Muthu earlier on. I was talking to Patharagi as well. That they come from the high altitudes. High altitudes of 20,000, 21,000 feet or 15,000 feet. Nepal, Kathmandu, I think itself is about 10,000 plus feet above sea level.
Yes, if we see, if we divide this high altitude, it's a moderate altitude. So roughly, if 10,000 means it's a 3,500 meter, and oxygen is thin there. If you train there, it's an advantage. Your RBC level doubled, and your oxygen carrying capacity also improves, and you get more oxygenated, and therefore you are easy, and economy of running improves. But same time, studies indicate that high altitudes give more psychological advantage instead of physiological. Milind, I will add one more thing. Nowadays there is a high altitude tents are coming. You need not to go to the places, and the advantage is not training. Advantage is that you just sleep into that tent, and you get all the physiological changes in your body.
Well,
what a great advancement of
what a change from 1896. I'm not even going to 776 BC, which you keep on referring the Ogrol times, the ancient Olympic Games in Olympia and Greece and in Rome. But today, from 1896 to 2025, you just mentioned of a technological change. Look at everything. Look at the shoes now. Look at the clothing. Super light that they wear. Techniques have changed. You have those days, even a Jesse Owens, I'm sure, had only one coach. He didn't even have a support staff of a physiotherapist and a masseur and a sports science boy with him. Today, an athlete carries about an entourage of about 5 or 6 tennis players. The top tennis players like a Federer or a Nadal or Djokovic, they have a support staff of 8 or 9. The cricket teams today have a support staff about 8 or 9. Athletes all over the world, the top athletes. So all, of course, the advantage. I don't know whether I would say I'm still old school. I still believe like Spiridon Lewis, who won the first marathon without anything. He was a he was a vendor boy. You know, so but you've got to keep pace with modern science, obviously. And the tent that you did speak about is perhaps something where you don't need to go to Himachal Pradesh. You don't need to go to Uttarakhand. I would love to go to Uttarakhand because it's a wonderful state. Himachal Pradesh is a wonderful state. Great, locales. Almora, Lansdowne, Nainital, Ranikhet. The names are endless. From Chandigarh you go up to Simla and beyond. But yes, as you're right, you don't need to travel now. You can do everything at home or in your backyard.
As 224 from Nepal in the women's 10,000 meter. Santoshi Srestha, she's showing no sign of fatigue, still confident. But this is the earlier stage. There will be a frequent change in the position of the leader. Uh, it's not a tactical race. It's a pure test of your endurance. And yesterday, while chatting with Santoshi, she was very confident that if I have been get proper facilities, I'm planning to run marathon at 2 hours 35 minute plus. So that is a grueling pace for women's 2:35, and although it's always proud to be the part of the Olympics, it's always dream to be there. And marathon, that is a legacy event for, and here to get hydrated is very important. If you miss one hydration point, you have to pay later on.
That's right, absolutely. It's a tough call. I am in the lead. Do I go there to the table and lose a precious few seconds? But that decision is an important decision, as you rightly said. If you get dehydrated, then in which case, or get hydrated, correction, then you could it could cost you the race. Because remember now, we still have 21 laps to go. Can you imagine multiply 21 by 400? Simple mathematics. Try doing that. Try doing that. It's not easy.
8,100 meters.
Absolutely.
And but the good coaches, they always advise don't skip any water point as well as the refreshment station, especially like in race walking as well as in marathon, because later on you cannot compensate for that.
So for our viewers, our young viewers, when Dr. Ram Nivas talks about refreshments, it's not samosas and vadas. Remember, it's the hydrants which you need to take in your body, the fluids which you need to take. Even when you go for a walk, we in our daily life, if you do 3 kilometers, you need to obviously supplement it with some fluids later on. Salts go off your body. That's a subject which I'm sure is very dear to you when you did your doctorate.
Yeah, I say, the sodium imbalances.
That's
When
right.
there is a sodium imbalances, 5 different kind of salts are there. You will get the cramp, and once there is a stage of cramp, you won't able to run. Here, number 224 from Nepal is still looking strong. Santoshi Srestha, 93 born. Uh, And Milind, I saw the operation at the race walking station. Now that was really remarkable. I saw the players' name with their hydration bottles, and that was surprising to know. This time, this is electrol. This time, BCA plus plus. I mean, that's a real operation, theater-like condition. Last edition, I was here at Ranchi. If you see the officials and the coaches into real momentum, you just be there at the hydration point.
Absolutely amazing. Oh yeah. If you're saying that at every third lap or every fourth lap, if you got a different substance to be taken, uh, also be sure, and that today the substance is not something which is not allowed. It's something which is legally allowed.
So it's a 10,000 meter in progress. In the early stage, 4 in a fray for their excellence. Tosi Srestha of Nepal is leading the pack, and other competitor in a fray are Ravina Gayakwad of India, Purna Lakshmi, number 271, Vijay Surya of Sri Lanka at 2. But this is in a close bunch. It will be early forecast that who is leading. There can be a various change of leader position, but at 1 is Nepal, at 2 Sri Lanka, and 3 and 4 as lagging. Sometimes it is better to run at number 2, 3, and 4 support, Milind, because to avoid air resistance, and you will get some tunnel protection at number 2, 3, and 4. It is not that they are trailing at 2 and 3, but tactically they are smart. Number 1 is facing more air resistance, but a top class, world class runner also advise that when you are running as a front runner, that gives edge to you. That gives means more of motivation to you.
While the 10,000 meters is on, because we've still got 18 laps to go, it's a privilege here to get a gentleman. It's been very difficult to get him here. He's finally made it. I know it's been weeks and months, because this event was to be held here quite some time back, and then obviously for reasons known to all of you, that the fourth edition of the South Asian Senior Athletic Championship was deferred, but it's finally taken place, and I must compliment him and his team. Just wait, it's a surprise for you. The gentleman whom I'm talking about, there he is on your picture frame now, where we are going live to the length and breadth of the world. He's such a wonderful man, passionate, very active on social media. The pictures go out immediately, and that's what inspires a lot of us. Madhukantji Pathak is here. He's been involved in not one sport but multi-sport, and we'll talk about all of that: lawn bowls, cricket, and of course athletics, where he has been the treasurer in the last term. What has gone through you and your team over the last few months? You were slated to host this a few months ago. We will not talk of the reasons, obviously. That's not a point of discussion here. That's outside the commentators box. But how did you have the patience to say hoga hi hoga?
Sir, my team is very good, and I get all support from Athletics Federation of India, and total directions from Athletics Federation of India, and especially Dr. L.K. Bhanot. So we earlier prepared for everything, and that is what we have memorized, and we have replicated the same before this. However, I was personally not available till 20th of September, but 20th of October. But I came here and we started everything, because we have been talking with Lalit Vinod sir, Ravinder Chaudhary sir. We have been talking, and every guidance from them, and that is what you can see is the effort of entire Jharkhandi.
Madhukantji, I know you need a leader in every event. Whether it's sports, whether it is life, whether it is industry, corporate world, you need a leader. But you also need a good, strong team. And I think one of the reasons as to why this event has been a success, we still have a few more hours to go. But one of the reasons I would say that you need success, we're still watching the 10,000 meters. The Nepalese still leading out there. The Indians creeping, the Sri Lankans there. It's in my opinion, it's still 16 laps to go. So it's been a team effort headed by you and your team, isn't it?
100%. Without any team, you can't do anything, because it's not a one-man job. You have 150 technical officials, you have over 100 volunteers, and then the organizing committee member, 200 organizing committee member. And moreover, our Chief Minister, Honorable Sri Hemant Soren ji, he is speaking in all the medias that I want at least one player in each of the Indian team. So that inspires us very much.
Wonderful, wonderful. You had the national games here many years ago, which I was privileged to commentate. I still recollect India played Bangladesh in Dhaka, and Mahendra Singh Dhoni, who was your brand ambassador, flew down here, and we were lucky to interview him, and the interview went to all the stadiums at one time. This state has produced some legends. Birsa Munda, goosebumps. Mahendra Singh Dhoni, Lance Naik, Albert Ekka, Paramveer Chakra. The names are endless. What is it in this soil that you all produce legends?
They are very dedicated, though we may call them tribals, but they are very dedicated. They are very passionate about whatever they does. So I think it is best way to replicate or to advise my athlete, my residents are very much into sports, very much into politics also. So that's why they are very good, because you can see today also being a holy festival Chhat, over 10,000 spectators are here to support Indian team.
Absolutely.
Maybe in Olympics that much audience and supporter you can't get.
That's
So
right.
and the one thing is that unless government has confidence in you, the organizer, they will never come up, because every time it is mentioned that this happened, that happened. But this time, my chief minister said, you have to do best. My sports minister said every day he was taking meeting. My secretary sports himself is a marathon runner. My director sports is a 12 times Bihar state badminton champion. So I have got a very good team from the administration. So they never stopped us. Whatever I asked, they were ready. Yes, we will do, we will do, we will do. And that is the reason why all the public are available here to support Indian team, and of course some Bangladesh team also.
Santoshi Shrestha of Nepal continues to be in the lead. We've got Sri Lankan there, Methi Rasa Vijayasura in second, and then the two Indians. 129 is Basanti Kumari and Ravina Gaikwad. Ravina is the experienced, she's in 4. And what a fabulous 10,000 meters for the men we had. Every athlete that I've spoken to here on the A5 channel has mentioned right from the time they got off the aircraft or the train, aircraft in particular, because all the teams I'm sure flew in here. The welcome, the Jharkhand way, Johar, and then from there driven in buses with wonderful security. It's sad today that we need to have security, but that's the way life is now happening all over the world. It cannot change, but I hope it betters as the years go. Then the stay in some wonderful hotels, the help desks at every place. Even for us, you ask for something and you get it. I think that has gone a long way in making the athletes feel, not us, but the athletes feel, because I don't think we need that importance, although we have got it. But the athletes need to feel that they're a wanted lot, isn't it?
That is what these events are for athletes, not for us.
That's right.
And if you facilitate athletes, good accommodation, good food, and good effort,
Right.
that is they require.
That's
They
it.
don't require that much security. But my government said whatever MEA guidelines will be,
That's
they
right.
have to follow and abide. That's why the follow and abide. That's why the security. I spoke to athlete. He said, I never said a thought in my life some policemen will accompany and escort us.
Right.
In the meantime, I'll like to Santi Kumari is from Jharkhand. He is from Chaiwasa.
Wonderful, wonderful. There she is. So when you mention this girl in particular, a tribal, I'm sure.
Yes.
What is it in these tribes? What is it in these tribal girls and boys? In Patna, remember the rugby matches between the final between Odisha and Bihar was virtually 99% of them were tribals, and what a final it turned out to be, both the men and the women. What is it in the tribals?
See, there is one problem with tribe, that is the negative point. They are not that much straightforward. They are very, what we call in Hindi, Bhiru. So not going ahead. But they are very strong genetically. They are, because they have eaten only rice and dal. They don't have anything other than these to eat. But they are very dedicated. They are not jealous of anyone. But they are very disciplined also. In hockey, I have seen, if you push a ball to Haryana and Punjab player, you will stop.
Right.
And the girl or boy of Haryana and Punjab will stare at the referee.
Right.
And if the ball comes to our leg, our girl will stop. No, they don't know what is the advantage or disadvantage. So that type of thing. But in due course, it will be changed. I hope, because government of Jharkhand has started a high performance training center here. So that is on our request. So in next 5 years or maybe 10 years, will definitely be on top platform of India.
We got 11 laps to go. We're talking to Sri Madhukanji Pathak, the former treasurer of the Athletic Federation of India, as I did mention. And then in second, you got the Sri Lankan Vijay Sura with the two Indians, Basanti Kumari. Pathakji just mentioned she comes from Chaibasa. Am I right?
Yes.
In Jharkhand. And the second girl, Ravina Gaikwad. It's turning out to be a very close race. I'm again going back to the two states now, Bihar and Jharkhand. Bihar, Rajgir, a very passionate DG there, along with the team. Sanjay Mishra was here, Dr. Sanjay Mishra. I go back to the leadership, and likewise Jharkhand. I know I've been meeting the director of sports here. You introduced me to the Minister for Sports, the Honorable Minister for Sports, at that wonderful dinner. And he, for him to stand there and listen to me with so much of the crowd that he had to meet, just shows the humility of the people out here. I met the SDM, I met the two IPS officers. Each of them were humility personified. ये नहीं कि अभी time नहीं है. They spoke to me, and I'm sure I saw them doing it with these others. It's humility which I think has got you thus far to organize such a wonderful event, isn't it?
That is what we have with Jharkhandis. Whoever comes, whether Jharkhandi or outsider, they come at par with the ground level. And that makes a man good man, great man. So everyone, and because my chief minister, my sports minister, other ministers are so humble for sports, so we have to perform. Otherwise, what we'll say to the people of Jharkhand?
That's right.
So that's the way we are doing.
I must mention here, while we continue to talk to Mr. Pathak, here the four of them still continue to be where they were. This is now 10 to go. The last time I came here 12, 13 years ago, on the way from the airport to the city in, I think somewhere close to the airport, I saw a wonderful statue of Lance Naik, Albert Eka, Paramveer Chakra, 14 guards, the Battle of Ganga Sagar, where he laid down his life for the country. And I saw that statue 12 years ago, spick and span, washed clean. Sadly, and I must say this, it doesn't happen everywhere, but I do see this happening at many places where the statues of legends are not kept clean. And this time, after 13 years, when I came from the airport on the 24th or 23rd, I saw the same statue absolutely spick and span. I just mentioned to you the respect that you all have for the people who have done yeoman service, not for Jharkhand, but for the nation, is something that you all should be proud about.
Definitely, and this is not the time that for this event it has been cleaned.
Exactly.
It is a regular process.
I asked someone that question.
Yes.
So he said, "ये event की वजह से नहीं किया गया."
Yes. This is a regular process because government and people of Jharkhand have respect for them. Like Birsa Munda, we call him Bhagwan Birsa Munda.
Right.
He fought with the Britishers. So everyone is respecting each other. The players like Jaipal Singh Munda, the first Indian captain of hockey. So we have a lot of legends, as you said. So
again, was he a tribal Munda?
100%.
Yes.
He's a Munda tribal. He is from 40 kilometers from Ranchi. Khunti is a village. So he's from there.
So can you imagine those years when there was no social media, there was no television, radio was just about coming in, I think. He went on to captain the Indian team. What an honor it is for Jharkhand, isn't it?
Yes.
And
obviously.
for the nation. And for the nation.
Yes.
The beauty out here is, I go back to 1857, the principles of Baron Pierre de Coubertin, who said, get the nation to the world together on one platform. That's how the Olympic movement started.
Yes.
It's sad again that today there are conflicts, and again, as I said, this is not the platform to talk about that. But this is one event where I saw camaraderie. Sometime back, the two Indians who won the gold and the bronze in the 10,000 meters, they got the Nepalese boy and made him stand with them. Now you can't have a better photograph than them. He'll go back to Nepal and say, "I was respected by the champion out there," isn't it?
Yes, 100%. That is what sport means. If you have competed, compete with full authority,
That's right.
and thereafter you greet the losers uh, primarily.
That's right.
So that makes you a big sports person, and that is what every athletes are doing. Not only Indian, maybe a few Sri Lankans also. So that's how the world will grow.
Right. 8 laps to go here in the 10,000 meters. We'll still continue to chat with Pathak ji. In fact, I'm going to tell him that whenever he feels that he is needed there, but otherwise we can keep on talking to him and ask together on this particular subject. The javelin throw. The Sri Lankans taking a gold in both the men and the women. The boy who won the javelin finished 7th at the World Championship, and
Yes.
Neeraj Chopra finished 8th.
Yes.
And he said in this chat with me just before you came in, he said he's my hero. And
Yes.
for me to finish ahead of him is such a huge honor for me.
Not only that Sri Lankan javelin thrower, it was Nadeem also.
Nadeem also.
Made him. He used to call him as our hero.
That's right.
So there are a lot. Veter, we met during World Championship.
Yes.
He said he is the real hero.
That's right.
So he is having very good rapport, very good legend with all the athletes.
Yes, very
So-
true. Very true. Go back to the organization of this event. How easy, you did mention the support from the Honorable Chief Minister, the bureaucracy out here, but in terms of finances, for example, sponsorship, resources, was it a tough call, or was it a spontaneous effort by all the others to say, the Madhukanji and your team, we will support you?
No, see, this is in Jharkhand. If government have trust on you, they will do anything.
Wonderful.
And this time we suggested we are not going to get any money. We don't want any money from
Excellent.
you.
Excellent.
You do, but terms and condition will be ours.
Right.
And they accepted, because if this is a public money. Sometimes federation and association are not that much transparent as
That's right.
AFI is.
That's right.
So we don't want to put ourselves in any controversy. So everyone said, let's have one vendor who will do everything.
I think I must interrupt you now, and I must emphasize this to our viewers here on this channel, that AFI transparency. I think
Yes.
that's a very important word. I've been associated with the AFI now for 50 years, and more so the last 6-7 years where I've been a part of the commentary team. I see some amazing transparency. Nothing gets hidden, right from Lalit Bhanotji to Adil Sumariwala down to all of you all, the secretary, the treasurer, and everything is open out here. I think the other federations, and I tell all my friends that if today you need to learn something, you need to learn from the Athletic Federation of India, because it's not only transparency, but look at NITJAM, for example, 6,000 athletes. Look at the under 14, under 16, under 18, under 20 in Bhubaneswar just a few weeks ago. Look at the junior meets that are now getting importance. Look at the senior meets. Look at the Indian Open, the throws. And now I understand that there will be a sprint event which will take place. You have the relays taking place. What more can the athletes and the nation ask for?
See, first of all, I'd like to inform our viewers that we are starting our middle and long distance academy, because there are 2-3
In Jharkhand?
no, not in
National,
Jharkhand, but
national.
as AFI.
The AFI.
So we have the potential. Earlier, we did not thought that middle distance, long distance
That's right.
will have that much potential.
Right.
But we have planned that we'll go for every army, police
Excellent.
selection trial. We search the talent from there,
Right.
because they prepare for years to compete for those events,
Correct.
and they are basically raw event,
Right.
raw athletes.
Correct.
So we are planning to have that also, and we'll definitely succeed in that. We are going to have a separate sprint 4x100 meter relay academy. So now we are tying up for events which were not considered by AFI earlier.
Yes.
As far as transparency is concerned, that is what we are in top 5 in world. That is what we were number one in Asia.
Wonderful, wonderful. We are now coming to the closing stages. Pathakji still waits out here. 4 laps to go. It's the Nepalese who continues to lead. That is Santoshi Shrestha. The Sri Lankan continues to be in the second place. That's Vijay Surya. And one of the Indians now has dropped back now. No, in fact, she's in third. So is that Basanti Kumari?
She's fine.
She's 5. It's Ravina Gaikwad. But wherever she finishes, wherever the Indian finishes, I think this is going to be a big learning curve for Basanti Kumari, isn't it?
Definitely, this is her first international event, and this time AFI has decided for SAF will give 60-70% to youngsters
Absolutely.
and 30% to senior.
That's right.
So that's why we lose also. But after losing, we learn many things because we want to create the team for 2028, 2032. So these guys will definitely come.
Sanjana Singh mentioned to me that she was there in Germany for the World University Games, the first experience. And she said this is the first time that the national anthem has gone up twice when I won the event. Now imagine Sanjana Singh is going to go back home, look at the this particular telecast where we covered the 1500 and the 5000. She'll keep on looking at it. She'll look at the prize distribution presentation ceremony where the national anthem and the flag went up, and she'll say, I am good and inspired now much more after.
Not only Sanjana Singh, her entire village and province, they will say, think that if Sanjana can do, why can't I?
And imagine she beat Seema, the
Yes,
experienced girl.
Yes. So that is what sports is. Anytime it can differ, any result can be changed, but it is your passion. You can preserve your energy and passion, and you can be winner.
I normally don't like to get cricket into athletics out here, but there's one question which always makes me proud. A ticket checker who could have remained a ticket checker for his life goes on to become a legend in the world of cricket. Mahendra Singh Dhoni. Just goes to show that this country is open and allows sportsmen, if you are good, to be there.
That is what we have lot of potential also. If you get chance, you can do miracles.
Grab it.
Yeah. If you don't get chance, but the system in basically few national federation, they have their own database and broad-based grassroots level. So if MS can make it, everybody will think that I can also make like Saurabh after MS, many more things. So once in a blue moon, stars are created, but the followers are always trying to follow them.
Absolutely. We're still there with the women's, with 800 meters to go. It's getting close now. They will now get to this girl now, Pathakji, the Nepalese girl. We saw that boy, Rokia, earlier on winning a silver, the last 200 meters, Abhishek. But look at the determination of a Nepalese, small little nation. They've undergone a bit of a problem over the last few months. But look at her. She's forgotten everything. She's come back here. There's a Sri Lankan experience, and there's an experienced Indian, Ravina Gaikwad. That speaks for what sports can do to you, isn't it?
Definitely. And if she wins a gold medal, she will be hero in Nepal.
Yes.
And there will be many followers. Unfortunately, they don't have also hero in sports. Unless you have a hero in sports in each state, follower will definitely go down. So, but it's tremendous by Nepal. I don't know what will be the result because they are very neck to neck. But that gives, you said rightly, determination and thought. And I wish Nepal should win.
Yes, absolutely. I agree with you. Known for Mount Everest, known for Norgay Tenzing and so many of the other Everest climbers. And if today she goes on to get a gold out here, this girl who continues to lead, the question is, there they go now, the last 400 meters. She has the strength in her. She surely has the strength in her. The Sri Lankan is looking strong. Oh well, this is going to be a battle between the three of them. Is Ravina fading? The Sri Lankan now wants to move ahead. The Nepalese has dropped back. Ravina looking strong. The Sri Lankan. The Nepalese might have to settle for a bronze, but she is there on the verge of catching up. the Sri Lankan there, Vijay Surya, Mithmi Rasa Vijay Surya will. I have a strange feeling as the 200 meters. It's now getting difficult for both Ravina and for the girl Santoshi Shrestha. But the Sri Lankan today, as I said earlier on, today it's been their day, isn't it?
Definitely. Nepal is a good team, especially earlier Sri Lanka were very good in sprint. But see 10,000 meters, see javelin. So they are very good.
Yes, go back to Susantika Jaisinghe, Damayanti Darsha, Sugat Tilakaratne, now a sports minister there. There she wins. The Sri Lankan Vijay Surya with the Indian Ravina Gaikwad taking the silver, and then finishing off is the Nepalese. Hats off to her. Is Santoshi Shrestha. You know, we got 4 events to go. To me, even the 200 meters is a blue ribbon event. Although we only talk of the 100 meters for reasons which we know tickets get sold off, but the 200 meters has produced some great names in the history. The Olympic 100 meters champion is now the leading in the 200 meters. Juliana Alfred, St. Lucia, the country.
Yes.
So that's my question to you. Small nations today, St. Lucia has gone on to beat Americans and the Jamaicans. Where does that come from?
See, this is inner power. Inner power. They don't have that much of support from government. They don't have that much of infrastructure, but they have that ideal for them. Idol.
So we'll just break away for a minute. Rasa there with 34 minutes, 39.95. Ravina Gaikwad 34:45.47, and Nepal with 34:47.77. Very very close there, away from the silver medal. Yeah.
So they have all of the European team, North American team. They have everything other than good names, good infrastructure. Because during World Athletics meeting,